everyone, my name is Nursuda binti Ismail. I'm going to start the video with the movie Interstellar. Have you watched this movie before? If you haven't, you might want to watch it after watching this review. Hi everyone, today I will make a brief review about the movie Interstellar. First, I want to talk about the synopsis of the story. Interstellar is about the Earth's last chance to find a habitable planet before a lack of resource causes the human race to go extinct. The film's protagonist is Cooper, which is Matthew McConaughey, a former NASA pilot who is tasked with leading a mission through a wormhole to find a habitable planet in another galaxy. There are two plans in the Interstellar plot, which is the first one is Plan A, involve Cooper transmitting quantum data back to Earth in order to develop a gravitational population theory that will allow spacecraft to carry people off Earth into another galaxy. And then the plan B involves a Cooper's crew finding the remaining Lazarus crew and establishing a colony on another world. They also have to make sure if the planet is fit for human habitation. However, scientific theories that are difficult to break in this space travel make Cooper and his team have to make strategies and plan to come to the planets. There are three casts in this Interstellar movie, which is the first one is Matthew McConaughey plays Joseph Cooper, a former NASA pilot who has to return to space for a humanitarian mission. The second one is Anna Hathaway plays Dr. Brand, Professor Brand's daughter. She is brilliant and brave, but more emotionally vulnerable than her colleagues. The third one, Jessica Chastain plays Murph, Cooper's daughter. She is incredibly bright and enjoy learning. Interstellar is very intricate. Even as science fiction, Interstellar is a life-changing inspiration. The main message or life lesson in this movie is the first one, our survival instinct is our greatest source of inspiration by Dr. Mann. He's the antagonist in this plot, but watching from the moment Mann tears off Cooper's helmet transmitter and shoves his into a shallow chasm, we all felt the adrenaline rush and hate towards his betrayal of the crew. There is a meaning behind Dr. Mann's dialogue, which is the human survival instinct always pushes itself to its limit. When facing a life and death, we have no choice but to let ourselves do the voluntary work. Even in another situation, our mentally strengthened naturally and our mind always push a little harder regardless of fear or torment. The second message in this movie is by TARS, they didn't bring us here to change the past. It is only when TARS start communicating with Cooper, when he recognized the only situation to communicate quantum data for escaping Earth using Morse code as a transmitter and Earthwatch as the receiver.
Alright, thank you Soleha for sharing the movies of Interstellar. And now it's my turn to share the second movie that's called The Others. The Others is a 2001 English language Spanish Gothic supernatural psychological horror film produced by Dimension Films. Now let's move to the character in this movie. The first character is Nicole Kidman as Grace Stewart, who is the main character in this movie. Second, Kate Allen as Mr. Marlish. The third is Alakin Mans as Anne Stewart. And the last one is Formula Flanagan as Miss Burton Mills. The synopsis of this movie is about Grace moved into a new house with her two photosensitive children in Jersey. When a series of inexplicable events occur, Grace starts believing that her house is haunted. Next, we move to the main message of this movie is the contrast between truth and belief at the center of The Others. Grace believes by living out her duty as a faithful mother and wife, she and her family will find peace at the afterlife. But the truth, as is revealed to Grace and her children at the conclusion of this film, is they are already died. Now, I will pass the presentation to Alia Umaira for sharing the third movie.
Thank you, my sweetie groupmate Lee Pezing. I am Nur Ala Umayramiti Azman from A8. I will take over this discussion to explain about the next movie titled Parasite, which we have watched. So, this Parasite movie was released in 2019 and has been getting high ratings. This is a Korean movie and the genre for this movie is thriller. It is because there are various scenes that are quite brutal and not very suitable for children to watch, such as scenes of murder, sex, fights, and so on. Okay, next I will introduce the main characters in this Parasite movie. The first one is Kid Taek, where he is a father who tries to find a job to need money for his poor Kim family. Next is the mother character named Chung Soo, who is the mom of two children. This woman has various skills in managing household matters such as cooking, washing, tending, and so on. Besides that, there is a son in the poor family named Ki Woo. This guy is very good at manipulating people in that movie, like he pretend to be a math teacher for his employer's daughter. Last, for the main character in this Parasite movie is a daughter who named Ki Chu. This lady is very good at art and pretends to be a private art teacher in the house. I will move on the next slide, which is the synopsis for this Parasite movie. So, the short synopsis for this movie is the struggling Kim family sees an opportunity when the son starts working for the wealthy Park family. Soon, all of them find a way to work within the same household and start living a parasitic life. I said this because it has been proven in this movie where the Kim family has cheated all the rich family by being workers in the house. The main message for this movie, which is double meaning of the word parasite. Most of us assume the title Parasite is a metaphor for the poor Kim family and the rich Park family. After all, the Kims infiltrate the Park's home, lying their way into taking high-class jobs in their house. However, the word parasite has a double meaning. Aside from describing the poor leeching money of the rich, the Park family is also a parasite. This is because without the ability to wash dishes or tidy their house, they use their money to exploit poor family with their cheap labor. In a way, they too are parasites in society. That's all from me for the description of this Parasite movie. I will return it to the Lee Pei-sing for the next discussion. Thank you.
Yes, it's my turn again. Now I will sharing the last movie, which is Coco. Coco is a 2017 American computer animated fantasy film produced by Pixar Animation Studio. For the character, first we have Anthony Gozella as Mingguel, who is the main character in the movie. The second one is Gergacha Bernal as Vector Riveria. The third one is Raining Vector as Abulita, and the last one is Anna Ophelia Moguya as Mama Coco. As you know, after we watched these 4 movies, we chose Coco as the best movie to watch. From this movie, I learned a lot of lessons. The first lesson is family is everything. Friends will be come and go, but a family will be there forever. So you should treat them with respect, prioritize them, and the most important is never forget them. Coco's entire demeanor tells us that we should treasure our family members not only when they are here with us, but when they pass as well. Furthermore, it teaches us that we should take the information they give us throughout their lifetime and pass it on to the next generation. The second lesson from this movie is it's never too late to forgive. As the film progresses, we can find out that Mingguel's grandmother held a serious grudge toward his grandfather that followed them straight into the afterlife. The grudge between the two was so severe that Mingguel's grandfather could have been forgotten forever. This reminds us that it's never too late to forgive people who may have crossed you and there's a time to let go of anything, especially a grass.
First, I will start with the synopsis of the movie Coco. Despite his family's wealthy generation all bent on music, Mingle, voice of newcomer Anthony Gonzalez, dreams of becoming an accomplished musician like his idol. Ernesto de la Cruz, voice of Benjamin Bratt, desperate to prove his talent, Mingle finds himself in the stunning and colorful land of the dead following a mysterious chain of events. Along the way, he meets charming trickster Hector, and together they set off an extraordinary journey to unlock the real story behind Mingle's family history. Alright, next we're going to life lessons from movie Coco. The first one is, friends, choose carefully. Ernesto is Hector's good friend. They are close to each other. Hector has never thought anything bad about Ernesto. He was willing to make music for him. However, Ernesto has been secretly envious of Hector's talent. He didn't want Hector to leave and go back to his family, so he decided to poison him. No matter how many friends that you got around you, misunderstanding and betrayal are inevitable among any circle of friends, and why has a part of it. So the secret meaning in this movie is don't be blinded by jealousy and be truly happy and also grateful for friends' accomplishment in life. There is no greater thing than being a supportive and loving friend. The last life lesson in this movie Coco is celebrate life. Time is a great essence in walk of life. Never get tired of telling your family stories, share them, never listen to naysayers, pursue your dreams. Don't waste your time holding a grudge and forgive people. Love your friends genuinely, never be envious, never lose your dignity while loving or following your dreams. And Coco is a must-watch movie. I did willingly watch this movie numerous times. I love the ending. I love how they embraced and accepted the music to their lives and makes Mingle thrilled.
Thank you, Soleha, for the synopsis of this Coco movie. Now, I will tell you about the main message of this Coco movie, which is the importance of family. As everyone already knows, family love is unconditional and forever. We cannot stop loving them after even the death. So, my reason why I choose this movie is the best because one of lessons from this Coco movie is never underestimate the power of music. I was teary-eyed when Miguel sang Remember Me to his great-grandmother Coco, who is too old to remember the names of the family members, but after listening to the song, she started to regain her childhood memories with her father. She is too happy to tell them how she loves her father Hector. I must say that the music have magic. I love music and I listen to it every day and every time. This is because music has the power to make people sad and happy, and it has the power to make people remember the sad and good memories. It is evident how music can change someone's life. What can I say? All movies are fun to watch. That's all from my group for the discussion of all the movies. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.